What's up with that glare? No, I know, because the light's right there. Hope that's not my camera. Let me try this. What happens if I do this? It's still, Alright, we'll just do this and then I'll turn it back on. So, hi, how you doing? This is, welcome to the Tabletop Baseball channel again. This is Tenacious Earl. I'm going to play a game here. History Maker Baseball. I've been trying to hit this kind of hard here. I played a game a couple days ago offline. My intentions were to try and play a few games, and life gets in the way, and you know how that is. But so anyway, we'll get to that in a second. First, I want to make a quick announcement, and this is, if you've seen some of the comments in some of Tabletop Earl's videos, as well as maybe in the descriptions, we are beginning to make a push to try and create a channel that is able to provide more, we'll say, excitement. I mean, we're talking tabletop games here. We find this exciting. We hope you do too. But the ability to do all sorts of different projects and to provide content that keeps people engaged. We'd really like to figure out a way to make that more possible. And the way that ends up happening for us is it means it's going to... so we started a site that's at patreon.com. And like I said, it's been in the comments of a couple of the videos, and it's in the description. Basically what this is you would be becoming a patron or a member, if you will, of the site. And it would be but what it is it allows you, we'll be creating specific content for that site, as well as we will continue the YouTube channel. But what it will allow us to do is to expand what we offer, as far as whether it's different sports, different games, what we're hoping to do. So our target is $200 per month. If we can get to that level, once we get to that level, we're going to start doing $50 giveaways every month. So if you're a part of this site, you know, you're going to be enabling us to purchase other games. We're going to be almost certainly restarting the Battle of the Earls. We would do that specifically for members, you know, patrons, if you will. We're going to be doing, like I said, giveaways, $50, and we still have lots of ideas that are coming through, you know, into our mind. So here's the details. I believe that the minimum amount is $2. If you can do that, it allows us, you know, you would be entered into any giveaways we do. Now here's the other thing. That does not start until we hit our goal, which again is $200. It's a lofty goal, but we feel like if we could do that, that gives us the opportunity to really start, you know, pushing more quality content, more, you know, extra things that we wouldn't be able to do, because it's just, you know, we don't really have, you know, well, you understand. This could be a very intensive thing when it comes to money, when you get involved in it, and so it's partly for that, but it's also, I feel like if you become a member, you're also helping, you're helping this cause. You know, we put this content out here, you know, we've been doing it, you know, we do it for the love of it, but we also would like to be able to explore even more options. And again, you would get entered into a $50 drawing every month, whether it's a gift card to Stratomatic, ATBA, or even gift cards that are just like use anywhere. So we haven't decided exactly what each monthly giveaway would be, but again, we have to be able to hit that goal before we're able to do that. So and also, as I mentioned, we don't earn any money towards the channel until we hit our goal. So that's sort of like a double-edged sword here. You don't get charged until then, but also we aren't able to really do that in full until we get there. So in any event, that's the announcement. Just if you could be a part of this and join us in trying to help further this along, and as I said, we just keep having more and more ideas come to mind as we started to develop this. You know, it's just a level of, you know, it takes it up a notch, and so of course we'll have to step it up a notch when we get there too. But we hope that you guys and gals, if there are gals out there too, watching this, would be willing to come on board with this and help us entertain you and provide you with even more content and projects, and also be able to maybe give something back to some of you guys every month. So that's it. And again, the link will be in the bottom of this video. I'll have to put it on there after the fact. So we hope that you'll have a chance to do that, and that you would be interested in doing that, just to help grow this channel and help us keep doing this for you guys. So anyway, I'm going to get to this game. It's going to be the Brewers and the Twins, 2016 teams, History Maker Baseball. I got to turn on my fan here because it is warm. Well, we will. Yeah, you'll be hearing more and more about this. We're gonna keep. You know, we don't want to overplay the hand, so to speak. But we also would definitely like to be able to get this to a point where we're, you know, like I said, we're able to see this to its fruition. So, I also created. I kind of retooled my scorecard from Strat to give me something that's a little bit different here than what Al Wilson and the crew at History Maker provide. So we'll see how this works out. It's an evolving document, let's just call it that. All right, so let's get started. And I guess I don't know if this other light helps or not. Probably not a whole lot. So it'll be Phil Hughes pitching for the Twins, and Taylor Youngman will pitch for the Brew Crew. Both teams 1-1. Milwaukee won the last game. They are semi-harmonious as a team. Dissonant are the Twins. They had the one. Also, another thing to keep in mind, I got a 1-1 on the weather roll, which means rain in August. So it's a rainy day at Target Field. So what that means is, and I don't believe Target Field has a roof, if I recall correctly. If it does, then I guess we can close the roof. But actually, I probably should have checked that. But I imagine if it were a football field and they were playing in the wintertime, they would not have a roof. But by not having a roof, that would mean that what that's going to mean. I'll tell you what that means in a second here. I want to double check. I don't see anything that indicates they put a roof on the state, or at least a retractable roof. So well, now I don't know. I'm gonna look at it here for just a second. Just give me a second here. Because I want to make sure we get it right here. And my Kindle is being... Maybe I can invest in a new tablet. Save up for one. Let's see, Target Field. If it's got a retractable roof, then we don't have to worry about it. They'll just close the roof. So I want to get this right. No, it does not have a retractable roof. I can tell that just by looking at the picture. Okay, so what that means is that we have this book that we use, the game book, with all the results. So this was gifted to me by Baseball Demos. He had created some extra things here in these spots that are typically not filled. Well, and let me see, does it say there? 133, 135, 155, and 1. Okay, so yeah, these three, or these four. So these four here, and like I said, he had tried to custom brew a couple rules here, and he decided to mark them out for me. So when we roll those, from now on, because, okay, so I got the rain roll, and then I rolled the decider die. If it's a decider die, it tells you that the rain started before the game. So, and it did. So if it didn't show, what you have to do is then roll a D6 to tell you which inning the rain would be starting. And but I didn't have to do that. Now, so what happens? What the rain means is that whenever you get one of these four rolls, and it's only on the 1XX with the no result under the pitcher, we have to roll the decider die, and if that's the case, then the rain starts. And there's a couple of ways to rectify that. We'll see if we hit those. If we do, we may have a short game here. I mean, I can put the weather chart for rain. This is kind of helps you learn about it. Again, you roll the decider die, and once you do, that delay, if it shows, then the game is delayed, and then you roll let's see. It's weird. I don't know why you would roll it's weird. It says if rain begins to see when player resumes, roll 3 dice. Well, I guess that's to that change. So you need to have a very unlucky roll to get a 6XX. So what that means is it's just that when you roll, your chance of having a 1 are diluted out quite a bit, or they're going to be much greater. The chance of getting a 6 are diluted out quite a bit. So anyway, we will keep an eye on this. The lineup for the Brewers, and I know we're starting at almost the 15-minute mark of this video. Apologies for that. Villar, or VR, probably how you say it. Shortstop will lead off. Jeanette, second base. Perez at first. Braun, left field. Lucroy catching. Carter, DH. Domingo Santana in right. Aaron Hill at third. And Flores in center. They'll be facing Phil Hughes. And we'll see how quickly we get a rain roll. And there's a 4.66. Shut that off. 4.66. Hughes is not wild. He's not a home run king or a slugger, so that's a single for Villar. VR, I keep saying Villar, and he is active, so that'll also be a stolen base. So a good start for the Brewers, who won the last game 15-5. Scooter Gannett. (134). Not a gold catcher. Not a champion at the plate, so outfield drama. Hold on. Is somebody yelling at me? Why? Yes? Some people just need the attention. 134. So it's outfield drama. All right, I gotta book it here. We're way behind. 3-5. Left fielder gold for the Minnesota Twins. Left fielder's Rosario, and he's semi-iron, so no. It's going to be a double, and that's going to score a run. It's already 1-0 here, Brew Crew. And then we're going to go to the chemistry chart. And this is where Minnesota is going to take a hit every part of this game until they use some of their strategy cards. 2-2. Batting team dissonance. No, they aren't dissonant. So it's going to be another double and another run. Double for Perez, and Jeanette comes in to score. And 2-0 already. So Phil Hughes getting rocked, hasn't even recorded out yet. 3-4-4. It's up to Braun, who is not a well, it's Hughes. He's an icon on the mound. So not a prospect. Braun, patient. He's not patient. That's a pop out to second base for the first out. Next up, Jonathan Lucroy. 2-2-3. The pitcher's not wild. Slugger. Yes, he is a slugger, so that is a line out unless he's a whiffer. He's not a whiffer this time, so it is a line out short for the second out. And let me see here. Okay, well, and because it's a line out to short and there's a runner at second, we have to check to see if the runner at second was doubled off. That's Perez, and I've got some. We got to roll the decider die. If the decider die comes up, nope, he was not doubled off, so there's 2 outs. And everything is kind of going wrong this morning. Got things coming at me. But that'll be good. All right, 2 outs now. It's Chris Carter. And it's a 1-1-4. Phil Hughes is fresh, so it's a grounder to short, and that'll end the inning. They pick up 2 runs on 3 hits. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. So for the Twins, it'll be Dozier playing second base, Mauer at first, Escobar short, Miguel Sano in right field, Byung-Ho Park DH, Plouffe at third, Eddie Rosario in left, Kurt Suzuki catching, and Byron Buxton in center. And you know what? I did not come up with the hot and cold. I'm going to make sure that VR is hot and cold. Didn't have many guys who didn't get hits. We're going to stick with Lucroy as cold, and that still fits for this game. And so for the Twins, we're going to call Suzuki cold. And hot is going to be Escobar. Alright. Always these little things to forget, and especially when you change score sheets and you're not sure where you're sort of used to looking at the other one and remembering what you need to do ahead of the game. So 3-4-4. No sign of a rain roll yet. Think the rain's staying away thus far. Prospect on the mound. Youngman is semi-prospect with a dot, so this is going to be a fence shot, right? Let me see. Yes, well hit fence. Brian Dozier is a semi-home run king, so let's roll the decider die here to see if he's going to be a home run king. And he is. So here we go. If it's a 2 through a 5, it's a home run, or 2 through 6, it's a home run. It's gone. Leadoff shot for Brian Dozier. And they pull one back right off the bat. And I'll tell you what, with these two pitchers, this could be a slugfest here today. So don't be surprised. Joe Mauer. Hey Beatles, 225. Taylor Youngman's not a star. Mauer's not a slugger or a sad sack, so that's a single. He is not active, so he can't steal. Or he doesn't steal, at least on that part. Eduardo Escobar. 236, no decider die. He does not have double control. The pitcher is not batting, so that's a walk. So neither of these teams' pitchers are having much success so far. Both look shaky. So Miguel Sano, here's another guy who can crank them. 256, struggler. Well, 3 guys have reached in a row, plus he's a struggler. So that's another walk. That's going to load the bases. So this is a custom-made card for Youngman. They did not provide one, but this is based off of his metrics. And it's one of the nice things about this game is that you can actually, you can pretty easily create your own uncarded players that, you can make them pretty easily. So, of course, that doesn't help the Brewers much, but Youngman did start the year for them before I assume he either got injured or was, he was either injured or demoted, one or the other. 445. He is a workman. That's a double to right field, and that's going to score 2 runs. Actually, it's going to score 3 runs. Park knocks one into the gap, and because it's a 4 as the lead die, everybody comes in to score. And it's now 4-2, Minnesota rocking back and firing. And like I said, this could be a real run fest here tonight. Brings up Plouffe. At 5.56, high numbers so far. Not an ace. Plouffe is not a sad sack, so that's another double, and another run's going to score. And Youngman has yet to record an out, and 5 runs across. Almost felt bad having to use Youngman, but I'm trying to mimic what they did in real life. So with nobody out, Eddie Rosario up. 235. Semi-wild, but not wild, so that he saves himself a walk there. Eager? Yes, he is eager. That's a single. Oh, wait, so, except if he was a whiffer. Now, he's a semi-whiffer. We have to re-roll the decider die because we used it to decide Youngman. So, decide Rosario, still not a, so that's a single. And Plouffe is not an active runner, so he's going to have to hold at third. Kurt Suzuki. Well, I guess they're playing the infield in now. Actually, maybe they should play back and hope for a double play here. 1-3-4. Gold catcher. Lucroy is not gold. Suzuki's not a champion, so this is outfield drama. Or it could be some more misery here for the Brew Crew. 1-3. Center fielder iron. Flores is not iron, so that means he makes a lunging catch, and the batter is out. And I believe with a 1, nobody will be able to advance. So the first out on a sterling play there by Flores. And it'll be Buxton now. First and third. And you're hoping for a double play. 1-4-6. Flash. He's semi-flash, but doesn't get it because he doesn't have the decider die. Buxton is not a champion. That's a ground ball to second. That will be the double play ball. 4-6-3. Gets them out of the inning, but not before 5 runs are scored. 5-2. We're not even through barely through the first inning here. But that's okay. Got all day. Although I do want to go to Mission Barbecue for dinner, so might have to abandon the game if we cut into that time. So Domingo Santana going to lead off against Hughes. 1-5-5. Oh boy. Well, the rain is appearing to come. So we've got a short delay here. Let's roll and see what happens after this delay. It's a 3-liter. So that's a long delay, wet field. All players cold. All drama results if the lead die is black. Reduce the fielding rating by 1. Alright, so I'll have to keep track of this. Let me see. Alright, so I wish I had a place for notes. That's something I might have to add to this somehow. I might need to cut out a couple of additional batter spots here and make a spot for that. But okay, so everybody's cold. We'll just have to remember that. All cold. And I think we have to start again with Santana. All cold, and then we have, from drama results, the black die means that we have to reduce fielding ratings from normal, like for instance, normal to semi-iron. Alright, so we'll re-roll for Santana here. 1-4-4 flash is a strikeout, and Hughes is semi-flash, doesn't get it. Hero, not a hero, so that's a grounder to short, except if he is, well, he is a whiffer, so it's a strikeout. Aaron Hill, 3-4-4. Prospect on the mound, no. Patient, no. Pops out to second, 2 outs. One, 2-5. Struggler, yes. Flores pops one, and this one is gone. A home run for Ramon Flores, as Phil Hughes is a struggler, and it's now 5-3. Runs galore. Here is the top of the order, VR. He singled to start the game. 2-3-6. Not double control. Pitcher's not batting, so that's a walk. And yeah, they're gonna. I also did confirm with Steve Tower from Play that if you even have to roll the decider die for a stolen base or a hit and run, because that's how you activate that, you have to take a stolen base whether you do or not. So, and with 2 outs and a runner at first, 5-3. VR is definitely going to try for a stolen base, so we're going to X out number. So this is another addition to this chart here, my score sheet. I have a place for the strategy cards. I also have a place where you can mark off the strategies that you use, so that I know that I've already used a stolen base. If I want to do a second stolen base, I have to take away one of the other cards. So let's see, does VR get a lead? He does. So we roll a D6 now. Going to second base on Suzuki, who is a normal catcher. 1 to 4 means he'll be safe. It's a 3, went off screen, but it's a 3, so he is safe. Stolen base, and so Jeanette will have a chance to possibly bring one home here. 1, 3, 4. Not a gold catcher and not a champion at the plate, so we got to check the outfield drama. See what happens. Double sixes, boxcars, right fielder iron. That is Sano. He's semi-stoic. Well, but he's not iron. So that's a routine fly out and they'll get out of the inning. 1 run scored. It's 5-3. They're nibbling away here. Saw Manny's name come across. Hello. Alright, so Brian Dozier going to lead off. 1-1-6. Youngman is fresh. That's a strikeout. That's interesting. That would be something that I would actually consider taking out with the rain, would be freshness. I think you wouldn't be fresh if you've been sitting around, but maybe you would be. I guess you could still be. Joe Mauer. Or it'd be the other way around. You would reset the fresh counter, but yeah, we won't worry about that. That's a 2-5-6. Struggler. Yes, that's going to be a walk. Youngman is a struggler. Eduardo Escobar. 1-2-2. Workman. He is a workman. That's a single. 1 base advance. So it's going to be Sano. Drew a walk in his first time up. Well, another 1-1-2. Well, that's a 1-1-2. We had 1-2-2 before. He is boy, the decider die has not been helping Milwaukee here. So it's not flash, not strikeout. Sad sack, no. Check with the scorer. This is the first time I've ever had this one here. Now what's the little S thing? Let's check that out. Oh, I see. It's safe at first. We have to check the scorer mini chart right here. We roll a single die, and it is 5. Error charged to, is it the shortstop? Let's see who it's Sano, so it's a right hand. Is it the shortstop? Yes. That's an E6. So Youngman getting some bad juju from his mates in the field, and it's Byung-Ho Park who's doubled. Bases loaded. They're going to play infield in 2-3-5. Wild. He's not wild in this at bat. Eager, not eager. So they're playing the infield in. Grounder to second. He's not patient, so let's see. I got to turn this light back on. I can barely see my chart over here. So infield in with bases loaded, and it's a 2 lead die. Fielder's choice. Runner is out at home. Okay, so they're going to come home with that. And who did I say? It's 2-3-5. So it's second baseman. It's going to be 4-2. Everybody moves up. Fielder's choice. Yep, happy Saturday, definitely, Al. Nice to have the day off. Trevor Plouffe, bases loaded, 2 outs. They gun Mauer out at home, trying to sneak home there. 1-2-6. Youngman is still fresh, so that's a line out to second. He'll get out of this inning. So finally a 0 on the box score. Still 5-3 Twins on top, going to the 3rd. So I saw that Tabletop Earl put a horse racing simulation on the page yesterday. That's pretty interesting. Not much into horse racing, but if anybody's into the handicapping and stuff like that, it might be pretty. That probably would be pretty interesting. So top of the third, Perez leading off. He doubled in the first inning. That's a 3-5-6. They're both right-handers, the pitcher and the hitter, so they're the same. That's a strikeout. I'm trying to see. Yeah, okay. I don't know if we hit another one of these rain rolls, if it matters or not. But 2-5-6. Phil Hughes is a struggler, so he'll walk. Braun. I don't know how long these starters are going to be able to go. They're making a mockery of the craft of pitching. 1-3-4. Not a gold catcher. LaCroix's not a champion, so more outfield drama. We've hit this roll at least 3 times so far in this game. 4-5, center fielder gold. No, he's semi-iron, so that is a single. Yeah, it's growing on me too, Al. See, that was a 4-5. 2 bases on a single. So Braun will end up at third. And we go to the experience chart. And it's going to be Chris Carter, semi-icon, against Phil Hughes, icon. So this stands to help the Twins. 1 out, first and third. They're going to look for 2. And another 4-5. Not a prospect batter, so hard to field infield grounder. Batter out at first. Chris Carter's not an active batter, or else he'd be safe, but that will advance the runners. Let's see. Let's roll this guy here. It's a 4. So we will say it's the second baseman, 4-3. Yeah, I'm already somewhat working on that Beatles, in a way. I've already been kind of dinking around with how to do that through Excel. So Domingo Santana. So it's now 5-4, coming a little closer here. LaCroix at second. 2 outs now. 1-1-3. Got to go off the bat, regular chart again. Not an ace. Domingo Santana is a semi-slugger, but they cannot get a decide or die to help them. Although that is a single, but only 1 base advance. And Santana's not a home run king, so that's... So Aaron Hill, first and third, 2 outs. 1-5-5, and we hit another rain roll. I think that I'm not sure if it's every time. That's the thing. Well, I think we, so this is potentially another delay here. And, let's roll these dice again. Well, it's a 1 this time. Oh, gee. I'm not doing that. Screw it. Not worried about it. we already had one. I'm going to say good. We're not going to have a second time. Screw it. That would mean the game's called, and I'm not doing that right now. So I'm re-rolling for Aaron Hill. If it would have happened on the first roll, that would have been fine. But to subject yourself to multiple times doing that is, it's not really fair, especially if you're trying to play one on the channel here. So not a workman, not patient. Although someone could argue, that's grounded to first. Someone could argue that it could help one of the teams here to have this game called. But let's just keep going. I feel like if you get one roll like that, that's, I mean, you could definitely have reoccurrences of rain. So, all right. Bottom of the third, it's still 5. Well, it's 5-4. Minnesota on top. I don't know. It's more realistic to call it. Yeah, and I forgot to put a line here. That helps. All right, so Rosario will lead off. 1-1-5. It's bottom of the third, so he is still fresh. That'll be a pop out to the third baseman. Let's see, 5. That's how that works. Kurt Suzuki. 4-6-6. Wild. No, that's he's not wild this time. Home run king or slugger. Nope, single. Not active. Buxton a 1-1-3. Not an ace. Not a slugger. It's a single. Alright, so Dozier at the plate. He homered to lead off the game. And you get another one here, that would really put the squeeze on Youngman, might get him out of the game. Decide or die is yes. 3-4-4. Prospect. Oh boy, this is the same roll we got earlier. That was with, that might have been, I think that was also with Dozier. Prospect, well hit, fence. Now, what we need to check, because he is a prospect, semi-prospect with a dot. Now, what we need to check here is whether or not Dozier is a home run king this at bat. Or if so. Now, again, we roll the decide or die. He's both a, if you check the fence chart here, there's home run king, slugger, scrapper, and then other. We roll the die. All he can be is either home run king or other. If it's a dot, we don't re-roll to check. We just roll it once per player. So let's see, is he home run king again? He is. So the only thing that will be a fly out here is a 1 at the fence, and it's gone. Home run Brian Dozier, second of the game. That's a 3-run shot, and that's going to end Youngman's day much sooner. Oh, okay. Well, I can definitely give a tutorial sometime on how to make the players. So it's now 8-4. They just clawed back from 5-2 up to 5-4, and now they give up 3 runs. Milwaukee is going to get their bullpen going. Okay, Chris Capuano ready to go. So Dozier with the second home run of the game. Good game for him so far. They're going to keep going with Youngman so they can get Capuano warmed up. That way he gets an ace. rating, at least for the first batter. 4, 5, 6. Hopefully they have enough time that they don't end up with someone else on base here. 4, 5, 6. Patient. Mauer is semi-patient, but not this time. It's a fly out to center. And it's going to bring up the team chemistry chart. Trying to decide whether to see if we can take... I'm going to see if Youngman can close out this inning off the chemistry chart. Milwaukee is semi-harmonious, so... And Minnesota's dissonant. They're going to hold on to their strategy cards here for now. 1-6. Batting team dissonance. Yes, they are dissonant. Distracted swing, that's a pop-out. And we will say to... Let's just roll this here. We'll say to the catcher. So that'll be it. But 3 runs. And that's almost certainly going to be Youngman's last batter faced. Since we didn't have a pitcher going there before the home run was hit, I didn't want to bring somebody in without warming up. Flores, he's also homered. 3, 4, 6. Not eager, it'll be a walk. I don't know if this is going to be who gets the, bullpen first wins, but Chris is from Springfield, Massachusetts area, my aunt's nephew. Gee, I don't even know what this discussion's about. So, VR 2-2-4. Pitching at home. Yeah, the Minnesota Twins are at home. It's a pop out to short. First out. Chris Capuano. Maybe that's who you're talking about. Jeanette. 3, 4, 6. Eager. He's not eager this at bat. Another walk. So the Brewers not out of it by any stretch with Hughes on the mound, but if they can get to if they go to their bullpen a little early, maybe they'll get through this. So it's Perez, who has doubled in the game. 1, 2, 5. Struggler. No, 3 guys in a row had. Oh wait, he has a struggler rating. So that is long, and that one is out of here. Another 3-run homer in this game. This one from Perez. And this game is just, does it snow in Delaware? Sometimes. Some winters it does, and then there are others where we hardly see any. Yeah, that's a prediction that usually when I predict those things, they don't, then we get like a 1-0 game. But I think I called it at 2-0, and maybe it was even after we started getting Dozier's home run there or whatever. But yeah, it's now, what is it, 8-7? 8-7. Boy, it's fun, but it's going to be a lot of work here. We're still not out of this. They're going to get. Let's see, how much did Rogers? He pitched at 2:30. We can get Taylor Rogers warming up. Phil Hughes getting beat up, just like Youngman. It's weird. You kind of feel like on a rainy day it wouldn't. It might help the pitchers some for some reason, but that could be. 1, 2, 3. Flash and fresh. It's the 4th inning and he doesn't have a dot, so neither. But it's just a ground out to short. So that's the 2nd out, and they're going to stick with him here. 3-3-4 for LaCroix without the dot showing. 3, 3, 4. Ace or star, no. Sad sack, no. Single to left. And they're gonna pull the plug on Phil Hughes. He has worn out his welcome here. So Hughes goes 3 2/3. It's gonna be Rogers taking over. Yep, morning to Cubs. Da Cubs, da Bears. Chris Carter, runner at first. And Rogers will be a full ace for this at bat. 1-5-6. But we don't get a pitcher roll at all. Home run king. Oh, that's too bad for Carter. Semi-home run king. That would have tied the ball game, but it's a fly out to center. Actually, they would have taken the lead on that. That's no go, and it is the end of the inning. 8-7 though. Man, I was just getting used to the idea that Minnesota was going to be out in front for a while, and they may still be out in front, but it's been a real I don't know if this is gonna stop being a slugfest. We'll see. So I just put this down. I don't need to. Rogers will pitch another inning, and so the other score sheet, they put the opposing pitcher here, and I'm not doing that yet, but I might have to because I just got so used to the other score sheet. Youngman went 3 innings. Neither starting pitcher eligible for a win. And again, everybody is cold since there was a rain delay. And it looked like they might not be able to keep going after a recent delay, but we decided that we would keep going with it. And but everybody's cold, and if we get a drama result that if we get a drama result, the lead die is black, then we reduce the fielder rating. So here is Escobar. So a 1-3-3. Is he a slugger? No, he is not. That's a fly out to left. Young Ho Park. 2-4-6. Control. Capuano does not have control. He's semi-wild. Eager or sad sack? Nope. So that's a walk. Wait. Oh, no. I don't think there was a dot showing. He is a sad sack. Now, let's... Forgot to flip the card for whatever reason. Ploof. 2-4-5. Control, no. Eager or sad sack. He is eager, so that's a pop out to third base. So 2 outs. And it is Eddie Rosario. Decide or die says no. 3-4-5. Catcher's not iron. Rosario does not have a good eye, so it's a strikeout, which will end the inning. So no damage done by that card that wasn't flipped. We're going to move to the right now card for the top of the inning. So no runs for the Twinkies. So right now, and everybody's cold, so both teams are going to stay with their strategy cards, holding them steady. It's the 5th inning, It's 8-7, Twins on top right now, and it's going to be Santana leading off. 4-6, hot pitcher. He is not hot. He is cold. I'm gonna have to check with. I'm gonna check with someone from Play and find out, because it says that they're cold. I don't know if that changes. I guess it must be everybody stays cold. So it's a hot. He's not a hot pitcher on a 4-6. So it's a grounded a pitcher. That's okay. It would have been a strikeout if he had been hot. Aaron Hill. 3-5-6. Same. No, Rogers is a lefty pitcher, so not utility. So that's a single. Yeah, right now they are going to use a strategy card. They're going to try to get an extra base with Aaron Hill here. So let's roll the decide or die to see if he can. Nope. All right. So he puts on the brakes after a very wide turn, and he retreats just in time to beat the throw from right field. So Flores with Hill at first. 2-3-6. Doesn't have double control. Pitcher's not batting, so that's another walk. So they didn't really, in theory, they didn't need to use that strategy card. First and second, one out, tying run at second base. It is VR. Switch hitter. 2-3-4. Yes, there are runners on place. We're going to play runners on base. We're going to go with plate drama now. Now with this drama chart, we have to reduce Suzuki from normal to semi-iron. He won't be iron, though. 5-6. Catcher gold. No, he's not. So that's going to be a wild pitch. And then we go to the experience chart. Taylor Rogers is a prospect. So they're going to the experience chart. They're going to use a coaching tip. They're going to use a coaching tip to make Rogers an icon here. And you know what? The batting team will also do that. They want to give themselves the best chance of scoring a run. So here we go, and obviously Minnesota doesn't want. So here we go. Second and third, one out. Minnesota is playing. They'll be playing infield in here, and here is off the experience chart. 3-6. Prospect pitcher. Well, it's a good thing that they used that, because this would have probably. This is going to be a fly out to left, and a 3. Hill is not stoic, so he could score on this fly out. It's going to be a sack to, does it say? Left field. Sack 7. Run will score, and we have a tie ball game. Runner from second will not advance. So tied up at 8. And it'll be Gannett with Flores at second, 2 outs. 3-3-5. Wild. No, he's not wild. Sad sack at the plate. Nope. Single to right and a stolen base, and that will score another run. They're going to take the lead as Flores is able to come in to score on that single. And Gannett takes a oh wait, yeah, stolen. He'll steal the base there with 2 outs. 9-8. And the Twins are going to get. Let's see, who are they going to get up? Look at Ryan Presley warming up here. Maybe should have had him warming up after the walk, so he'd be warm. So they're going to keep going here with Rogers for 1 more batter. 2 outs, runner at second, and a 1-1-5. Semi-home run king. So there's no result. Semi-home run king with a dot. That one is gone, and this game has just been a wild, wild, wild affair. 2-run shot for Perez, his 2nd home run of the game. And it's now 11-8. Twins have... Actually, this is pretty similar to things that happened in 2016. I remember seeing some of their games in September where they got a pretty big lead, and then they just pee it away, so to speak. Alright, so we're going to change pitchers now. Probably should have changed pitchers before, but tried to get them through that inning. And so Rogers goes 1 inning, and they're going to bring in Presley. Let me see. It wouldn't have mattered who we brought in. That was going to be gone either way. So I was thinking maybe I should have brought in Presley, but on that roll, it's gone if he gets home run king, if he gets the decider die. So, all right, Ryan Braun, nobody on, 2 outs. 1-3-4. He is a semi-champion, but does not get it. So that's more outfield drama. We reduce the rating of 1-5. Left fielder is Rosario. He is semi-iron, so he's going to be full iron. He's not gold. That's a singled left, and they just keep going here. Ron singles. He is semi-active. We're not going to try stealing with him. We're going to let LaCroix hit. 1-1-3 ace. Presley is not an ace. He was on that first at bat because he warmed up, but not here. Slugger, yes, that's a double to left. Braun will have to hold up at third, and man, they just keep rocking away. Chris Carter now, 2nd and 3rd. Twins are going to have to play with the infield in here, try to prevent a run. Actually, they don't have to do that with 2 outs. They can play back. 1-4-6. Flash. He does have it. That's a strikeout. They get out of the inning. But 4 runs, including the 3-run dagger from Hernan Perez. And it's we got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to 8. 11-8 lead, and you still have the feeling this is not over by any stretch. They're going to let Capuano pitch another inning. Bottom of the 5th, and we've already had, what, 19 runs so far. 65 minutes into this video. Alright, so Kurt Suzuki. 2-4-6. Capuano does not have control. Eager, sad sack. Yes, he's eager. Pops out to third base. Buxton. Oh boy, I guess I didn't roll him very well. 2-4-6. That's going to be the same. Semi-eager, so he does not get that. That's a walk. And he's semi-active. He isn't active this time because the decider die It's for the same player. He's semi-eager, he wasn't eager, and he's also not active in this sequence. So Brian Dozier with 1 out. Now what the Twins could do here is try to steal on LaCroix, who is normal, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to use a stolen base. Check and see if he can take it. He can. 1-4, safe. And he gets there. So, Dozier now with a runner at second and 1 away. 2-3-5, wild. He is semi-wild without a dot. Eager, not eager. That's a ground ball to second. And I believe the runner will be able to advance on that. 2 outs. And Joe Mauer with a runner at third base. Can he bring him home? 1-2-4. Control, no. Eager, no. Walk. Not active, won't steal. Escobar. 3-3-5. Wild. Yes. Another walk. And they're going to go straight to their bullpen here. They'll forego having ace qualities because they're going to bring in Jeremy. Oh, wait, no, they can't bring him in. He's their closer. I was trying to find a guy with ace qualities so that way they could forego. There we go. They'll go with Thornburg. He's also he is, till further notice, happy. So whatever that means. That means that the chemistry, he overrides their dissonance to, at least when he's on the mound. Or wait, no, this is for the Brewers, so they're semi-harmonious, so they'll be harmonious, full and true. So 1 2/3, and they're going to go to Thornburg, who is an ace anyway, so the ace doesn't make a difference from warming up. And here we go against Sano. 2 outs, bases are loaded. 1-3-5. Oh, and this is this an umpire result? It is. It's a blue 1. Umpire with the bases loaded. What's going to happen here? So we've got Hamari. I didn't announce who the umpires were. It's Hamari behind the plate, Morales at first, Winters at second, Buckner at third. CB Buckner, always a thorn in the side of any team. So here we go. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and we're going to go off the bases loaded umpire chart. 1-1, respected umpire at first base. No, he is strict. If he were respected instead of strict, batter would be out at first base on a close play. Otherwise, the umpire calls him safe, and a run will score. And I think probably what we need to do in this situation is go to the scorer chart. If he's safe at first, it'll be a base hit. It's an error, actually. Say an error on the E5. It says after 2000, it's an error. So this is after 2000. Base is still loaded. It is now 11-9. And Thornburg still ace. But it's going to be now back to the regular chart for Park. 2-3-6. Double control. No, he's only semi-control. Pitcher batting. No, that's a walk. He's going to walk home another run. 11-10. Danger. Milwaukee walking a fine line here. They're going to get Trevor Plouffe. Again, the base is loaded. 2 outs. 1-4-6. Flash. Thornburg is double flash. That's a strikeout, and that will end the inning. If that were with only 1 out, he would get 2 strikeouts in a row. But that will end the inning. And they nearly bat around, but only get 2 runs home in the process. But it's still 11-10. Only the 5th inning. This is a marathon session here. We could go into the 6th at bat for each team. And that was after the announcement. So if everybody, I'll probably give an announcement after the game too, or repeat the announcement for you guys. But if not, make sure to check out the beginning of the video. All right, Santana, Presley will pitch the 6th as well. 2-3-5. Wild is, he's not Wild. Eager, not Eager. Ground out to second. But he is semi-patient, but that's not going to matter, so that's a strikeout. Or wait, that wasn't a strikeout. It was a ground out to short. Aaron Hill. 1-1-6. Fresh. Presley is semi-fresh, but he is going to be fresh by way of the decide or die. So 2 outs. Ramon Flores. 2-3-5. Not Wild. Eager. Not Eager. That's another grounder to second base. Oh, you know what? This was even supposed to be a grounder to second base. So that ends the 6th. 1-2-3. Finally, a pitcher earns his salt. Otherwise, we would have made him eat his fries bare and without ketchup. Jerk. Anyway, after I'm done with the pejoratives about the pitching so far, 11-10, bottom of the 6th. Thornburg out for another inning. Rosario, 1-6-6. Not a workman. Semi-whiffer becomes a whiffer. That's a strikeout for Rosario. 1 out. Kurt Suzuki. Ooh, big numbers. 5-5-6. He is an ace. That's a line out to third base. 2 outs. And Byron Buxton. They need a run here to tie it back up again. 3-5-6. Both are right-handers, so it'll be a strikeout. And finally, a couple pitchers that know what they're up to. Now, Presley is going to be done, and we're going to have to pull out a pitcher here. See if we can find a pitcher that has ace qualities, because I was... All right, they're gonna go with a bod. He's semi-ace. That'll be sufficient. A bod, he pitched an inning last game, but he'll get another one here. His team's hoping he's not a bad pitcher here all night and all weekend. Okay. Top of the 7th. Trying to keep this a 1-run ball game. VR at the plate. He is 1 for 2. He also has an RBI on a sacrifice. 2 stolen bases in the game. 1-3-3. Ace, and that's a good reason to have picked a guy with ace quality. Semi-ace with a dot. And that's a grounder to first base. I'll say a 3-1 just for the sake of saying it. Jeanette, he is 2 for 3 with a walk. 2, 3, 4. Runners on base, no. Hot batter. Jeanette is... Again, I'm still not sure. I decided this last time, and I now I can't remember what I decided. Oh, right here. Hot batter references applies to any player, not just okay. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I drew a blank and then I remembered where I found it. Hot batter, yes. He singled in his last at bat and we're past the 5th inning. So Jeanette is hot. So we now have to decide if he is a slugger or not. Wait, that still applies to him, correct? Yeah, we had the dot there. So he is a slugger. We go to the fence chart. Is this going to be gone? Need a 5 or a 6 for it to be gone and add a run. It's a 6, it is gone. Home run, Jeanette. He is now a triple away from the cycle. And it is now 12-10. Abad gives it up. Perez, he's already gotten 2 home runs and a double. 1-1-5. Fresh. Abad just came in, so that's going to be a pop out to the third baseman for the second out. Feels like this is the 15th inning, but it's only the 7th. Ryan Braun, 2 outs. 2-3-3. Ace or star. He is a semi-ace. Oh, this is one of those where it's halfway between. So in these roles, I'm trying to remember this. So ace or star, what this means is ace, 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 semi-ace, or star. So that's a grounder to short. I have to remember this. I hope I didn't. I should make a mark on the book here, just so that way I'll have to remember. But that is a ground out. It would have been a fly out to center if he hadn't been an ace or a star, but he is a semi-ace, which is a halfway designation. They pick up another run. It's 12-10. 7th inning stretch. I feel like I need to stretch myself, but a drink of the soda will do. And just to recap here, the Brewers still have 3 strategy cards available to them. The Twins have 4. So if they can find a situation that benefits them, they may want to use one of those manager influences or something like that. All right, top of the order, bottom of the 7th. And again, I meant to pull somebody out. It's going to be let's see. We got Carlos Torres. Oh, I'll be fine. I think I'll be okay with the carpal tunnel. It is a long game, but we'll be fine. For a while there, I was scoring multiple games back in the days of the, I was playing multiple games in advanced strat when I could actually get a game done in 45 minutes, but now it seems like all my games are an hour plus. This is going to be like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So Dozier against Torres, that was a 2. Or it was 1, 2, 3. It must have been a 1. This was the 2. 1, 2, 3. Flash and fresh. That is the case. That's a strikeout. 1 down. They need a couple runs. It was over here and it hit my hand hit it and knocked it over. So Mauer 3, 4, 6. Eager, no. That's a walk. Twins are going to use the manager. Well, wait a second. Everybody is cold, so you can't really use that. That one's not effective here. So what do we have? We have manager experience, manager chemistry. Minnesota's dissonant, so they're not going to want to use chemistry cards. Although they could do a dugout chatter to try and get the team at least neutral. But they're going to just keep going here with Escobar. 5, 5, 6. Ace. Torres is not an ace. A sad sack. No, he's not a sad sack. That's a double to right. And that's going to score Mauer from third on the 5. Or from first, excuse me. 5, everybody scores. 4, 5, or 6, that is. So that's a double, and that is going to make it 12 to 11. Torres gives up another run. It's going to be Sano with a chance to maybe make a big difference in this. Bottom of the 7th, 12, 11, 3, 5, 6. Same. Yes, they are. That's a strikeout. That's a second out. And it's going to bring up Park. He's 1 for 2. And a 1, 5, 6. Whiffer. Yes, he is. That's a strikeout. That will end the inning. And I'm going to ask a question of... I'm going to have to ask a question of one of the play guys about this rain stuff, if that needs to... If it's just you keep doing that every time you get a rain, or if it's only the first time and then that settles it. I'm hoping it's just the first time and it settles it. So top of the 8th. So they did get a run. It's still it's a 1-run game again. Minnesota will have Jepson warming up. So here's LaCroix. 2. Well, I haven't seen a triple 2 in a while. What's this going to be? Sad sack? No. Double to center to lead off the inning. He's not a home run king. If he were a home run king, it would have been gone. That's a leadoff double. Twins are going to walk to the mound here. And they're going to give Abad another ounce of flash. They'd love to see him get 2 strikeouts if they can get a flash roll here. So, Chris Carter at the plate. Runner at second, nobody out. 3, 6, 6. Can you see that? 3. Pinch hitter, no. Fly out to center field. And that'll be the first out. Nobody advances. And now he does not have the double flash. So Domingo Santana, you can't walk to the mound more than once. 3-4-4 in an inning. You can't do that. Prospect, no. Patient, yes. A walk. And they're going to go to the bullpen. They will bring in Jepson, who is warmed up. Abad goes 1 1/3. So Santana on first, LaCroix on second, 1 out. Aaron Hill at the plate. And again, everybody's cold, so the right now chart doesn't help anybody. 1-4-5. Struggler, yes, it's a wild pitch. So it'd still be Hill at the plate. Re-roll everything. 1-3-5. Oh, we're going to go off of one of the charts here, mini charts. That's an unusual result. And a 1. This is going to be balks and bogeys. This could be a potentially a fielding issue. Let's see. Red 1, black 5. 1-4. Foul tip. Gold catcher hangs on to it for third strike. Others let it drop. Not a gold catcher, so we keep going with the at bat. Another chance here for Hill. 2-3-3. Ace or star? No. Slugger, semi-slugger with a dot. That's a home run, and that ball is gone. A 3-run home run. We've had, I think this is the third 3-run home run we've had in this game, and Milwaukee wrests control of this game. Any doubt that they were falling off the wayside here and possibly giving Minnesota another chance, that may be over as Aaron Hill goes yard. And it is now, oh boy, I'm losing track, 15-11. Man. 2-3-3. I've got to remember, 2-3-3 is a big roll for a slugger. All right, so Flores, Jepson gets rocked in his first. He not only gives up a wild pitch, then he lets the batter jack one out, makes a mistake over the middle of the plate. Flores, 3-4-6. Not eager, so he walks him. Jonathan VR, 1-2-6 with a decider die showing. Fresh. That is one thing that Jepson has going for him. He is fresh. That's a line out to second. Second out, they aren't going to double anybody off because it's not the same bag. So, Gannett, 2-2-6. The batter is not hit by a pitch. No decider die. This is the cleanup batter. No, Gannett's not. Fly out to left unless he is a whiffer. We have to re-roll this to find out if he is a whiffer or not. So if it's a strike, yes, it will be a strikeout to end the inning. But 3 runs. I mean, we've got this. This here is an ugly mess if you like pitching contests. So this is, what did I say, 15-11. It's not going to be a save situation. They're going to let Torres continue on. Plouffe leading off, 2-3-6. Double control, no. Not the pitcher batting. That's a walk to lead off. And Tyler Cravey will get up in the pen. So Eddie Rosario at the plate. 1-2-6. Fresh. Torres is semi-fresh, and he is. There's a line out to second. First out. Kurt Suzuki. 235 Wild. Not Wild. Eager. Yes, that's a single. And let's see. Plouffe, semi-stoic. With one out. Boy, do we want to try an extra base here? Nah, they need runs. They need a bunch of runs. So, Byron Buxton, first and second. They're going to go ahead and go to Cravey now. So, another pitching change. Made a bunch of them here. Torres goes 1 1/3. And it'll be Buxton against Cravey. Cravey will have the ace designation as well for the first batter. 3-3-4. Ace or star? Yes. Pops out to first base. So 2 outs. Wouldn't have mattered either way with the ace. And it's Dozier. 2-4-5. Hero. Yes, he is a hero in this at bat. That's a single to left field. Plouffe is not active, so he's going to have to hold. Well, let me see. Extra base. Now, the base is going to be loaded. I was trying to decide whether to send Plouffe, but again, he's a semi-stoic, which is at the very least, the very best can be 1 to 4 chance. And you got a half chance of not having him do anything. So, all right, it's going to be Joe Mauer at the plate, lefty, against Cravey. 2 outs, bases are loaded. It's a 15-11 ball game here. Runs galore. 8th inning, 2-6-6. And the runner on first thrown out. I'm not doing that. Is that right? Are we going to do that? It's going to be an out either way. Yeah, we will do that. All right, it's going to be we're going to call it a 2-3 pickoff. He was picked off, lost his traction on the wetness on the field. It's been a rain delay here before, and he's going to be thrown off. Thrown out at first base, ends the inning, so they don't get any runs in this. They will stick with Cravey in the 9th. Twins will stick with Jepson. So Perez already with 2. He's 3 for 5, 2 home runs, and a double. 2-3-6. Double control, no. Pitcher batting, no. Walk. Top of the 9th. And the Twins will you're going to get Tonkin warming up here. Ryan Braun, 2-4-5. Not a hero. Pops out to second. First out. Now we go to the experience chart. We got icon versus semi-icon. And they're going to go ahead and use a use their other coaching tip to get Lou Croy up to a full icon. The Brewers are. Oh, gee, I rolled the wrong. Let me re-roll. I thought I dropped one of the D6s. Instead, I dropped the decider die. Okay, 3-6. Prospect pitcher, no. Fly ball to left. 2 outs. And now Chris Carter. Not the wide receiver who could only catch touchdown passes. The first base / DH. 3-4-6. Eager, no. Another walk. So that's kind of the warning about this game, is that walks can be pretty prevalent in this game if you don't have good pitchers. Domingo Santana, first and second, 2 outs. 3-5-6. Same. Yes, they're both right-handers. That's a strikeout. All right, bottom of the 9th. They didn't need Tonkin. They'll have him sit back down. They're going to get Jeffries up as an insurance policy. The Brewers are. And Maurer will lead off the 9th against Cravey. One 4-4. Cravey has flash. That's a strikeout. Hold on. Yeah, there's no questionable or strict umpire at home. That's a strikeout. So if Adam Hamari were questionable or strict, he would miss that and call it a walk. Call it ball 4. So Escobar running out of time. Bottom of the 9th. 1 out. Nobody on. 4-run deficit. 3-5-6. Same. No, Escobar, he can't be the same because he's a switch hitter, utility, or sad sack. No, that's a single. Brings up Miguel Sano. 3-3-5. Not wild. Not a sad sack. Single to right. With a 3, 2 bases on any hit. So Escobar will go to third. And it says Sano steals a... Oh, wait. He's semi-stoic. We didn't need to use the decider die on that. So in this case, he is stoic. He does not get to steal second. Okay. So this is going to be the point of no return for Cravey. They're going to yank him for Jeremy Jeffries. He'll be an ace in his first at bat. So first and third, 1 out. They'll play with the infield back, looking for a double play to end this game. 1-2-4. Control, yes. Grounder to short, and that's going to be a tailor-made 6-4-3 double play, and that will be it. Finally, this game has come to a close. Whew! Yeah, that was an interesting game. So let's tally them up here. 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 8, 10, 11. 15 to 11 is your final. All this stuff here I'm not going to worry about. And that was an interesting game, to say the least. I think that's the... I've had definitely... I mean, they scored 15. It's funny, Milwaukee scored 15 in the last game, too. So I've definitely seen that much run production from one team. I haven't had really a slugfest between two, I don't think, yet. Let me see, what was that game? 20-7. That was Oakland and Philly a couple of games ago. So, all right, I'm gonna turn this around one time because I want to explain. And let me turn off this light overhead. Turn this light on. Ooh. All right, so Milwaukee victorious. They go to 2-1, and the Twins go to 1-2. I believe the victor will be, let's see, 8. It was in the 5th inning, so looks like it'll be Capuano who will get the victory here. So, and the loss will go to Rogers. So, all right. So, just a quick thing about this announcement. I might as well finish up. I've already spent an hour and a half. I'll just take another couple minutes. We have started a Patreon site, if you've ever heard of that. A lot of channels on YouTube and other streaming platforms use Patreon in order to try and provide fans of the channel with a way to become part of the channel, and also it helps support the channel in a way that will allow the channel to give back to the users, to the members, to the patrons, whatever you want to call it. So what we have is, we have a goal. We would like to be able to raise, if we could get everybody who's, well, I know not everybody can be involved in this. I know it's the economy's still not great, so this is not really meant to be any kind of pressure, so don't feel it. But if you like what we do here, and you want to see us be able to offer even more types of games, and trust me, we'll do some things that will benefit you guys as well. If you could, if you would be willing to give money per month as sort of a subscription fee, we will do things like, if we can get $200 a month from our loyal followers who are interested in being a part of this, we're going to give away $50 per month in either Strat, gift card, a drawing for this, mind you. $50 gift card to either Strat or Atba, or maybe just a plain old gift card that you could use anywhere. Obviously, we have lots of places that we can buy these games from, and somebody might not want Strat or Atba. They might want something else. So that's something that if we can get to this $200 mark, we will definitely be giving back to our supporters and to the patrons of the channel. You can if this is able to happen, you can 100%. I'll guarantee you can expect that we will get the Battle of the Earls back going. I mean, that's something that we both like to do. But there are other projects and other things. Whether it's, we've thought about introducing maybe a talk show where we interview people within the industry, or fans and players, things like that. I mean, the ideas keep coming to my mind of all, and Tabletop Earl's mind, of all the things that we could do in order to make this worth the while of those of you who would be willing to help fund this channel. If you want to be able to get all sorts of different games and be able to review them and teach how they play out, it's just not something that most of us can afford to do without some kind of support. So this is just it's both a way to help fund our ability to make this channel into something even greater, but also a way to help you guys get involved and also give back to a supporter, like I said, on a month. So I got to also stress this: if we don't reach that $200 mark, you don't get charged for it. That's the mark where we end up let's say breaking water, and that's where we would the Patreon site would start. You know, your subscription would become active. So until that point, that won't be coming out of your pockets. But also, until the $200 point, we can't really afford to do giveaways either. But this is a way we would like to be able to get, like I said, more people involved and have this be a collaborative thing. And it just allows us to expand the things that we offer in a situation where, I mean, we put out a lot of videos here, and you know, we can kind of keep going at the rate we do, but if we want to make this even better, it's really going to be tough without some kind of a you know, a monthly injection of resources. And again, like I said, out of the 200 we would be giving back at least 50, and I'm sure we would probably be figuring out other ways to make it interesting. Maybe there's ways we can make this interactive more for the patrons. You know, I mean, things that come to mind: playing games with someone else. You know, have another person on the other line. You know, we did the Battle of the Earls. We could have other people come in and try to play the games. There's things we can do. Possibilities are great, just like it is with any of these games. Being able to come up with different projects you can run, the possibilities are astounding, and we appreciate you guys regardless of whether this works out or not. But we thought it would be something that it would be, you know, it's happening more and more in the communities around, you know, in other communities, you know, YouTube channels and such, and it would just be something that would help us just sort of take it to the next level, if you will. So, but regardless, we'll play games on the channel here, and if we can get to that mark, we'll be thrilled. So I'll put the link in this video. You'll also have seen links on Earl's videos. He hadn't really talked about it yet. He may do a better job of explaining and pitching. I'm trying. I'm not a very good you know, cheerleader, but I mean, we really do appreciate everybody who comes to the channel, watches the videos, interacts in the live chat. I know I didn't get much of a chance to talk to people today. I'm going to check the chat here. Phantomatic, I heard what you said earlier on. I appreciate that. If you are willing to support the channel, that's great. I didn't mean to. I just, you know, we got to the point where I was like 15 minutes in and I didn't and this game ended up going an hour and a half anyway. But I want to bring up the chat room. I'll see if I can see what the comments are. But anyway, just think about it. Again, no pressure. Just we want to see what we can do with this channel, and how far we can take it as far as being able to provide high quality content, improving our, whether it's equipment, whether it's more games, whether it's more sets, all sorts of things like that, whether it's just but trust me, it's the type of thing that we're always striving to improve and make this the best it can be. So let me see, what do we got here? Ken, I already said hi to the Cubs. Phantomatic said the final score would be 16-14. That wasn't too far off. Interesting. Yeah, this was a slugfest. So not too shabby. You got close there with Milwaukee. Minnesota didn't quite come through. They had a chance there in the 8th. They had the bases loaded and just petered out. But all right, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for watching, everybody. Again, I will put the link here in this video. And if you got, I'll tell you what, anybody who is willing to be a part of this too, if you have suggestions of things, I mean, we're always willing to listen. I mean, we're willing to listen to suggestions, period. But definitely we want to make this an interactive channel. We also, I mean, obviously there are things we have to do and choices we have to make for ourselves too, but we would also like this to be the type of thing that's it's collaborative, interactive, and makes it awesome for you guys and awesome for us. So and it is, whether we play online or offline. Oh, one last thing. I was really, really angry the other day at myself because I played a game offline, and the dang game was the best game. It was the most dramatic game that I've had, and it's like in History Maker, and I was like really upset with myself because I didn't play it online. I was like, man, I'll get through this game quicker. And well, Oakland and Philadelphia, it was game 3 of their series. Philadelphia had lost the first 2. Oakland got out to a 3-2 lead after the 7th. That was what was that? That was a double from the second batter, Danny Valencia. That scored Jed Lowry from first, so that made it 3-2. But then, bottom of the 9th, it looked like they were cruising. They brought in Ryan Madsen to close it out. So Cameron Rupps led off the bottom of the 9th with a single. They pinch hit for Borges with Andres Blanco, and he struck out. Then to the top of the lineup, Cesar Hernandez singled, and that made it first and second with 1 out. And up comes Freddie Galvis, and trying to remember which role it was. I believe it was the ones. Madsen was not an ace, and Galvis was not a scrapper, and that ball was gone. 3-run shot, game over, 5-4. And I was pretty miffed that I didn't have it recorded. So sorry. And we get one of these games right afterwards where, I mean, it still had its interesting moments for sure. And seeing a game that's like slugfest, it can be a slog, but I think this had some interesting moments too. So, all right, goodbye, guys. I'll probably be back a little later to play another game. It might be Strat. I don't know if it'll be this or not. Depends on what I'm feeling, but I do like History Maker. At this point, I'm kind of feeling jazzed by it. I just got to figure out where I'm going with it, because we just finished up a series. I may come back. What I might do is also have a video just talking about another idea I have. So, all right, thanks a lot. Have a great one, and make some history out there with your whatever game you like to play. Thanks a lot.